black sedan. I had no idea I was headed for a wild weekend. So I smacked that sucker and he took a dive, and I threw her in the front seat of my four-wheel drive. They was on my tail as I was headed out Highway 10. My hands were sweating, my heart was pumping, bullets flying around me from a 350 something. It could have been a bad dream, but it was a wild weekend. Look out, baby, it was a wild weekend. Look out, it happens every now and then. It was a wild weekend. I don't know why, and I can't remember where or when. You take some sour mash whiskey and some steel guitars, throw in long-legged women and souped up cars. You cook it down slow, you got yourself a wild weekend. Well, I made tracks west to the Alabama line, to a rockin' little roadhouse where I spent some time drinking and dancing down at the Hotel Whiskey. They chased me and her through the barroom door. We started knocking them down and mopping up the floor. It was a certified, country-fied, Dixie-fried wild weekend. They made a mistake there, brother. It was a wild weekend. Look out, it happens every now and then. It was a wild weekend. I don't know why, and I can't remember where or when. You take some sour mash whiskey and electric guitars, throw in some pretty southern women and some souped-up cars. You cook it down slow, you got a wild weekend. I woke up Monday morning, I thought it was a dream. I had quite a headache thanks to old Jim B. There was a stranger in my bed, smiling like my long-lost friend. Now, she wasn't the prettiest thing I'd ever seen in my life, and she wasn't my girlfriend or my ex-wife. She must have been somebody I found on my wild weekend. It was a wild weekend. Look out, it happens every now and then. Yes, it does. It was a wild weekend. And you don't know why, and you can't remember where or when, can you? You take some sour mash whiskey and some steel guitar, long-legged women and a souped-up car. You cook it down slow, you got yourself a wild weekend. You take some sour mash whiskey and electric guitar, long-legged women and a souped-up car. You cook it down slow, you got yourself a wild weekend. You got yourself a Bocephus weekend.